sound.
So cheers, Neleen. Great to be here.
Welcome to our timber, Carolyn.
Thank you.
Been a long time.
Yeah.
At least 3 months.
It's one of my favourite places, though.
That's fantastic. You're one of our favourite people, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what you do here, because it's such a wonderful setting with this amazing cellar, incredible food, and this lovely wine culture.
We have a lot of fun. We don't take all these wines too seriously. It's a product of the earth. And we bring people down into the cellars instead of presenting them with a big book that keeps them out of conversation. The cellar's stocked with fabulous wines from all over the world. We concentrate on South African wine because we can, you know, the accent and all of that. And we're doing a lot of wines that's of the new up-and-coming kids, the hip and trendy wines. There's some fantastic hip and trendy wines. And my personal favourites, there's about 40 Spanish bins. I've got about 60 French bins because it is the city of London. You can't drink from one country only, that will be boring. And yes, and I mean, this whole section behind me, that is CWG, but that is Pinot Noir. I've got about, I think, 20 Pinots from South Africa, and Creation is proudly one of those, sitting there next to the others.
Fantastic.
And I have to congratulate you on your 2015 vintage. It is delicious.
Thank you. That's amazing. Well, we're so proud to be here, and it's so lovely to have this opportunity for you to create a beautiful dish for us to go with our wine, and for your clients to...
Chef creating a beautiful dish.
Okay, chef creating a beautiful dish. Cheers to High Timber, cheers to Chef, and thank you for choosing
this. And cheers to Creation Wines.
Wonderful.
It's a wonderful honour to be part of this.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chef.
So you have a 5-spice duck breast with pistachio yogurt, peas and broad beans, and cheese crisp.
Fantastic. That looks
good.
Delicious. Great. It's so cool that Chef has prepared this beautiful dish to go with the wine. Tell me why you like duck and and Pinot Noir.
I love Pinot Noir. Duck is a good vegetable, as we say in Bloom. But no, this...
I love that.
This chef has introduced fowl back onto the menu, poultry, birds, and that is absolutely delicious. It's I think the ginger brings out the Pinot Noir flavors, the different layers, the different texture in the Pinot. The duck breast is juicy, which, I mean, the wine's juicy and decadent. And the shizu is just an add of spice. I mean, Pinot Noir can stand up to balanced spice. And that whole dish is very balanced as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
the creme fraiche and the pistachio yogurt cuts through. The acidity is just perfect with a balance with the wine. I'd like you to taste it and tell me what you think. I absolutely love this.
Great.
But then I love most of Michelle's food and I love most of your wine, so it's quite an easy marriage.
So let's tuck in. I also absolutely adore duck with Pinot, because it's sort of, you know, it's not as heavy as a red meat, and it has a little hint of gaminess, which really just goes beautifully with the kind of berry fruits and the savouriness of the Pinot, and then it's just a little bit richer than another poultry dish like chicken. So there's something about it which is so gorgeous. And the peas
is fresh. It uplifts.
Yeah,
it's just...
which is great because you also have those elements like freshness as well.
And
very beautiful balance. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. Tell me about these pieces of we have lots of wonderful herbs in South Africa, but I don't know those herbs that well.
That's shizu. The shizu is a Japanese herb, micro herb. It's a standalone herb, or it can be added to food. It's floral in taste. It's a great herb. It's slightly spicy, but not overly.
Oh, yummy! It almost has some elements that you would taste in sweet violet, because it does have like a very floral note to it, which is pretty amazing, and that's a perfect pairing with Pinot Noir. And there's also, is there some cinnamon in here?
Ginger, cinnamon, black pepper, fennel.
Wonderful. Well,
And the fifth spice is the love of the chef.
We don't know what that is, huh?
No, I've forgotten.
But I do have to say fennel is also really great, sort of little hints of licorice. It's really good with Pinot. It gives a great mouthfeel. And then, of course, the cinnamon just really is kind of slightly exotic spice. Often in the Pinot you actually almost get wood spice. And some of those 5 spice elements that you've got in here, they almost
What's
resemble
working
that.
for me is there's a lot of floral elements in the dish, but your wine is not very floral, and I absolutely love that. So the one complements the other one. There's a richness and there's layers and it's complex, and I'd love to drink this again in 10 years' time. I will actually get some for you and we can age it properly.
Cellar it, yeah.
And because it's just beautiful, and I think the two works well, very well.
Well,
It's like more like a decadent love affair than a marriage. So
fantastic. Well, they often say, that's what Pinot is about, really. I just want to say how amazing it is that you've got this incredible cellar, which not every restaurant has.
and your wine's in it.
Ah, fantastic. And just to be able to age wines, that just gives so much more pleasure in a way to
Oh
the
yes,
clients. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it is really, truly a treat.
And this is also my favorite vintage so far of creation.
I think 15
I think
is-
it's beautiful.
Yeah, 15 is a wonderful vintage.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. And
You're
thank you for
welcome.
listening and thank you for having it here.